Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Samp Chance Boxing. I'm your host, Bobby Sampson, champion Bobby Sampson. What do you say to that, Chance?
Yeah, congratulations from the MLS up to the big leagues now.
Yeah, now, first off, brother, how are you?
Doing pretty good. Pretty
Happy
good.
Thursday.
Feeling good.
Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. We have some great boxing coming up this weekend. Shakur
Mhm.
Teofimo finally here. But before that, dude, I have a feeling I can fare pretty well in this new division.
Yeah, you'll do all right. You're going to hold your own. It's a little more strategic. Um, some of the guys, yeah, it depends. You got to be on the top upper echelon to start the league up. It's hard to make ground up because the
Yeah.
guys that are picking first, second, and third, they'll
Someone
pick it
made
away. They pick
so
in away. They know what the bottom guys are going to pick, and they'll add a knockout, a lot of UD, and they kind of like keep you down. So you got to get off the first few weeks. If you don't get off to a good start, you're probably not going to catch it. That goes for
we're gonna
anybody.
try. We're gonna do our best. We're gonna do our best. What I found interesting was someone made a comment that in order for me to have actually done anything, I needed 70 more points,
Mm-hmm.
right? And which is fair. But keep in mind, when I started this boxing league, I had never done boxing predictions in my life
Mm-hmm.
like this, right? Hockey, football, a little bit of a different animal in terms of
Mm-hmm.
predicting and how it works. But man, now that I'm in the flow, that I have my system down, I think I would have had made up those 70 points.
Yeah, you never know. It's going to be fun, man. It's you're up in the big leagues now. Show these boys how you roll. Let's wish you the best.
Well, let's do
Anything
it,
can
man.
happen. You never know, right?
No, no, no. We're gonna win it, man. That's all I got to say about
Yeah,
that. There's no other way of looking at it. There's no other attitude to have. There's no consolation prizes. There's no ribbons for showing up.
exactly.
You win, you win. You lose, right?
Exactly. Do me the best man win.
That's it. That's it. All right. Well, speaking of the best man win, we got. Well, first, before we get to that card, let's talk about Zuffa one very quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, it's in the bag. It's in the books. The Meta Apex now, as they call it, they've actually turned it into a little stadium, man. It can hold
Mm-hmm.
up to 1,000 to 1,500 people. Um,
Mm-hmm.
my initial takeaways: it was a prospect card through and through.
Mm-hmm.
All right, if anyone was going in there looking for something explosive or exciting, yeah, you had your moments, but this was a you know what did I call it? A prospect card, and only real diehard boxing fans would get into this, right? Which we
Mm-hmm.
were into. Um, the colors, I mean, the production looked great. Everything looked great. I don't understand what changes from one station to the other to make it look sharper. I don't know if it's just placebo, if they just turn up the brightness to kind of make it look better. I know Paramount uses a lot of blue, so that was pretty prevalent as well.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing I noticed, a lot of top rank guys, a lot of what do you call it? Showtime. Uh, the PBC guys were on that card as well,
Mm-hmm.
so I can see where they're picking their talent out of. Your thoughts, brother? Sorry.
Good show. It's good. Commentating is good with Max Kellerman and John Anik and Andre Ward is good. Look good. Ring looked good. I mean, at a small fight field because it was a small fight. So 1,000 people in there. You're not going to have a big fight field. They got a card this weekend again, and they got who's on it? I can't remember. They got a couple of big guys on there, like bigger fighters. So they're going to build and build as we go, and then they're going to eventually have big cards. But it's going to take a while. Eddie Hearn, Eddie Hearn thought the card was good because he already came out and said he wasn't impressed. So you can tell by him saying that he feels threatened. And Top Rank actually has a show this weekend. They're actually going head to head with their own guy on Top Rank Classics. Zayas versus Barreras is this week, and it's on Top Rank Classic. I don't know why Bob's putting it up against the Teofimo card, but he is. So
Well,
yeah,
I
so Top
mean,
Rank's not done. They're sharing. They're all trying to collaborate a little bit more now. You know what I mean? So they're doing their own cards on top. I think Top Rank will just stay with Top Rank Classics, the channel, and that's what they're going to do.
it kind of makes sense, right? I mean, they're there already, and if it's working, it's working. But I don't think it's working, to be honest, in my opinion. But I mean,
Well,
who am I
Bob
to
still gets
say?
paid every time Teofimo's fighting. Bob still gets a piece of the pie, right? So it's not like it's not his card like he'd want it to be, but he's still getting something for him, loaning out his fighter. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like renting a car from the airport. You know. So we'll
no,
see what
and
happens. But yeah, I thought Zuffa was good. Good production, good commentating, flowed well, not long delays in between fights.
no,
It was good.
the pace moved really, really good. The pace moved really, really good. I had no problem with that at all. I had no problem with any of it, to be honest. I really didn't.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
Um, and so the main event for this one is Jose Venezuela versus Diego Torres.
for the one next weekend.
Yeah, well, this
Yes.
weekend one, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the
A
main
lot of
event
boxing.
on there. So it should be interesting. I mean, names that we know. I mean, people in the boxing world know these names. So
Mm.
it's not as far fetched as I thought it was going to be initially in terms of talent grabs and who they're looking for and
Yeah,
what
they got
for.
Sergey Boychuk's on this card.
Boychek's on that card as
Alexander
well.
Gusyk's on the card. So they got some guys.
Yeah, and Boychek just fought in one of the the Saudi cards, right? So
Yeah. They'll build up. They're going to build slowly, but people better watch out, man, because these guys aren't going away.
all right, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's get into it, man. We got New York at the center of attention this weekend. The ring is presenting Shakur Stevenson via Teófimo López. On one side, you got Shakur Stevenson, the defensive wizard, elite footwork, sharp counters, and a ring IQ that makes opponents look ordinary. On the other side, though, you got Teofimo Lopez, explosive, powerful, unpredictable. When Teo's on, he's on, but when he's off, he's off. So which Teo are we going to get this weekend, Chance?
Well, he's going to be on. He's won 6 fights in a row. Hasn't lost since Cambosis. He's only lost once, right?
Yeah.
For one bad night, he lost to Cambosis. He got caught. It happens. The thing about this fight, these guys are exactly so similar. They're both 28, one loss versus 0 loss. Besides Orthodox and Southpaw, they're the same height, same reach. Tio's a little bit bigger, a little bit more muscular, but a little stronger. They're fighting at 140. It's going to be a good fight. Here's my keys to victory for Teofimo. Start fast and aggressive to disrupt Stevenson's rhythm early, forcing him to fight on his front foot. Use counterpunching to capitalize on the openings and avoid getting drawn into a boxing defensive affair. Lopez needs to land big shots to swing the rounds in his favor, especially in the later stages. Keys to victory for Mr. Shakur: stick to a disciplined defensive game plan using his footworks and jabs to control the distance to frustrate Lopez. Because when Lopez gets frustrated, he goes off his game. And win rounds on points. If Lopez overcommits, he's going to counter with speed and precision. A knockout is possible for Shakur if he exploits Lopez's emotional tendencies, but most likely a decision win is going to happen for Shakur.
Yeah, I
haven't made my official prediction, but that's what I'm leaning. But I could change my mind.
Well, I'm kind of torn on this one because I mean, like you said, all the points that you made, the things that I've said, it's just it all really. I think this what it really comes down. We know what Shakur we're going to get, right? I mean, that's a given. I don't see anything outside of the ordinary that's going to change for Shakur. It really comes down to what Teo do we get, and that's really it.
Well, I'm not worried about that because the last 6 fights he's been good. He's going to show up.
He's been
The
good.
only thing is if he can't connect and he starts getting frustrated because Shakur's pretty elusive, will he get thrown off? I don't think so.
And that's what I'm trying to get at. Like that, which Teo is going to show up at that point? You know what I mean? Not necessarily into the fight, but as the fight goes on and Teo isn't getting his way or is not connecting, because this is the hardest fight for either guy in their career, right?
I don't know about that for Teofimo. He's fought Lomachenko. So
Lomo was older though. Don't get me wrong. Nothing against Lomo. I mean, we're talking like you said,
Lomo
both guys are 28. Both guys are in their prime.
No,
right?
Lomo was only 32 when he fought him. He's still in his prime. He's young. He beat him fair and square in 2020. A little bit. Yeah, Lomo was at 32 then, 33. So
right. But this is a tough fight for both guys, though. Maybe okay, maybe not for Teo, but Shakur, this has to be his toughest.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely his toughest fight for
sure. If not the other way around, right? It has to be Shakur's toughest fight.
Oh, absolutely, it is for sure.
And based on the way that Shakur's looked in his last couple fights, I mean, he looked okay in his last fight. He looked much better in his last fight, to be fair. Is something kind of come out now? Do we see a bit of a coming out in a way of Shakur?
No, he's going to fight the same way. He's like a Floyd. He's going to be defensive. He's going to be elusive. He's going to be hard to hit. He's not going to take risks. Teofimo will be the one taking the risks. I think Teofimo could catch him. I mean, it depends. Like he's got to get Shakur to fight his fight. He's got to get Shakur to open up because Shakur is so hard to hit. He's so elusive. So Teofimo can catch him early in the body and open him up a little bit. He could catch him and put him down. It's unlikely, but I wouldn't be surprised.
All right. Well, I tell you what, man. I tell you what, either way, this is going to be a high-level, true elite fight. Can't wait for it. But let's move on to this card. This card's packed, dude. This card has really a lot of good fights here, man. So let's move on here. Bruce Carrington versus Shushu Bruce Carrington versus Carlos Castro. Carrington coming into this one as one of the biggest young talents in the sport. Fast hands, sharp combinations, and a calm, confident presence. Castro, tough and experienced contender who's been in there with a lot of world-class competition, man. Carrington brings volume to this fight as well. So how do you see it, man? Because the way I look at it, Carrington hasn't looked good in his last couple of fights. He's kind of just snuck by, in my opinion, in terms of getting victories. Do we see Bruce reemerging here as we kind of expect him to be Bruce?
Well, I'm going to read this off here that I put on X yesterday, and this should sum up the fight pretty quick. Bruce Carrington versus Carlos Castro betting odds. Heavily favored Carrington at minus 900, which means he's a 90% chance to win, according to the Vegas Sharps. Castro is at plus 567. So you put $100 on Castro, you win $567 back. Will this be a walk in the park for Carrington? Probably. Castro has been in there with real tough competition before, but this is a tune-up fight. I don't want to say a tune-up fight, but pretty close to tune-up fight for Carrington. He's easily going to win this fight. If he doesn't stop him, it's going to be wide UD. I don't think Castro has much of a chance. There's always a puncher's chance, but this is a showcase for Carrington to bring him up the ladder, get him some more marquee fights, make him some more money. Castro is not a weak link. He's been in there, like you said, he's 30-3. He's fought a lot of tough fighters, but Carrington's on a whole other level, and Shushu is going to be easy work for him.
I like to believe that, man, but just, we've said that before about Carrington, but, and again, I don't mean to harp on it, but just looking at his last two fights, he didn't look the part.
Nope, this is why he's fighting Castro to try to look that part.
Well, he has to. Now he's going to have to, right? And I have a feeling he's going to get. I think that first round's going to be interesting. If Castro connects and whatnot, that will probably change the dynamic of what Bruce is going to do. So I'm really curious to see how Bruce weathers that first round and how he comes out of it into the second. First and second round. Let's just be fair. First two rounds are going to be very interesting in this fight, as I see it. But yeah. It's Bruce's fight to lose. Dude, it's Bruce's fight to lose.
Castro wins more than 2 rounds, I'd be surprised. That's all I think.
No, fair play. And as we should be thinking, right? But ultimately, at the end of the day, this is Bruce's to lose. If he doesn't show up, right?
Yep.
All right. One more great match on this one, man. We are talking about Jermaine Ortiz versus Keyshawn Davis, youth versus experience. Keyshawn Davis, one of the most complete young fighters in boxing today. Fast hands, great timing, and a strong inside game. Across from him, Jermaine Ortiz is a slick southpaw with excellent footwork and a ring IQ. Ortiz is all about angles, man, and movement. How do you see this one playing out?
Well, I was going to start off the Vegas odds because the reason why I do that sets a tone of how the sharps, the smartest minds in sports see this fight's happening. They're not always right, but they're more right than they're wrong. So here's the odds here. Here we go. We got Keyshawn Davis is a heavy favorite at minus 650, which means he has an 87% chance to win according to the odds. Ortiz sits at a plus 410 underdog, $100 pay, $400 back. The prop bets for Davis by knockout from round 7 to 12 are plus 300, reflecting expectations of him wearing down Ortiz late. So basically the sharps are saying most likely late round knockout for Keyshawn, judging by their numbers. How I see it, here's how I see it. I see Ortiz's experience making it competitive early, potentially using movement to frustrate Keyshawn, but the layoff could expose Davis if he tires. Ortiz is a tough test. He'll push Davis hard, but ultimately fall short. Overall, I expect Davis to leverage his speed for late stoppage, possibly an admin decision. This will solidify his stance as a top contender. This is the big coming out party for Keyshawn. He's going to look to show up, to show off, and I see him finishing him round 7 and round 8. And
right, fair enough, man. Well, I look at it this way. For Davis, cutting off the ring is essential. And not following Ortiz in straight lines is essential. He needs to cut off the ring and kind of, be able to navigate him. For Ortiz, it's about, in my opinion, staying mobile, like you said, touching and moving and turning it into a technical battle instead of a physical one. So, I mean, it's right there. But yeah, you're right. I mean, again, all 3 fights, man, in a way, it's kind of weird. All the 3 fights, even though Teo and Shakur are the names, it's like a coming out party for all 3 of these fights.
Well, this is the chance for Keyshawn and Carrington to really show up and show off, because everybody's going to be watching this fight. The casual fans are tuning in for this fight. And so if you want to have more big fights, this is all about money, and having big money fights, look good, impress the promoters, impress the fans.
100%. And 140, everything can change after this weekend. You know what I mean? The dynamic of the division, the way the division moves. I mean, if Shakur wins, it's going to go one way. If Teo wins, the division goes its separate way. You know what I mean? So this is really elite stuff here, man. I'm really
I
excited.
want, I want. Who do I think is going to win? I haven't given an official prediction yet, but I
Let's
want
do it.
Teofimo.
Well, not our official, but our show prediction.
Yeah, I want Teofimo to win. I met the guy. He's nice. Yeah, he's done some silly stuff and did some goofy stuff. But how many athletes do we like do stupid stuff in real life? A good chunk of them. So just from the boxing perspective, I just like his attitude when he's on and when he's goofy. I
Look, man.
I think if Teofimo can beat, as I see it, if Teofimo can beat Lomo, he can beat Shakur. I'm not saying he will. So I'm with my slight gut feeling right now. I'm going to say my prediction. I'm going to say Teofimo wins. I'm not 100% confident, but something in my gut telling me Teofimo is going to do it. That's my take.
All right. So I like both these guys a lot. You know, I met Teo as well. You know, I've spent a good chunk of time with him talking outside the MGM Grand. Phenomenal guy, man. Down to earth. If you didn't know he was a boxer, you would just thought this was a really nice, Latin guy. Just his attitude, the way he presents himself. Shakur, one of my favorite fighters, man, because he was one of the first fights I ever saw live. Right. So I mean, from that perspective, I got that nostalgia. But if I'm looking at both guys, and if I want Tito to win because he'd be more of the exciting champion.
Yeah, because Shakur's boring to watch.
Right? Shakur is boring to watch. Let's be fair, completely fair. You have to be a real student of the game to appreciate what Shakur does.
Tio can make it fun though, because he's so unpredictable. So he can bring it out of Shakur. Maybe we'll see a beast of Shakur. Maybe Shakur could stop.
Maybe he comes out, but Shakur doesn't have power. You see, the thing is, Tio would have to goad him out to bring that out of him, like to get him frustrated. So that's another aspect here that we're not thinking about. What if Shakur can't get that defensive rhythm going? Does he get frustrated? We've seen him get frustrated before outside of the ring when things aren't going his way. So what's it going to look like if things don't go his way in the ring? Very interesting point. That being said, brother man, I'm kind of with you. I'm going for Tio as well. But I think Tio wins. I think unofficially, I think Tio wins UD.
Could be.
Right? I don't think he knocks him out because I think the defensive prowess of Shakur will prevent that from happening unless he gets so frustrated or something. But I think at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, I think Tio frustrates him. I think he gets him off his game. And I think Tio wins by UD.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to the fight. It's a good card.
And when you look at the levels of people that he's fought in compared to who Shakur's fought, nothing against Oscar Valdez, nothing against any of the guys that he's fought in the ring. But he's not fought anyone like a Lomo. He's not fought anyone like a Tio. And dare I say, he hasn't even fought anyone like a George Kambosos.
The one blemish on Tio's record.
But fair, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Not to say that Shakur wouldn't handle Kambosos.
Oh yeah, he would. Oh yeah,
he would. But just saying, right? I mean, I think that name alone of Lomo stands alone in all of this, man. But man, that's a great card. I'm looking forward to it. Who do you got? So we're both saying Bruce, and we're both saying Keyshawn as well, right?
Yeah. I think we're doing all three fights.
All right. Perfect. All right, look. So Zuffa's got a card this weekend. We also got this card coming up here as well.
And Top Rank has a card on Top Rank.
And Top Rank has a card as well. So
I don't know why they Bob, 3 of your fighters are fighting on the card. Why are you going? I guess he's got to get the younger guys that he has still to fight too, I guess. This is an idea.
No, let's be realistic. You just answered the question yourself. Why, Bob? Why? Well, because if he doesn't put on a card, all his guys are going to go over to wherever they need to go to get promotion and to get fights, right? I mean, let's be honest.
This fight's in Puerto Rico too, so they got a decent amount of tickets sold for this fight.
Yeah. Xander's on it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so Xander's in Puerto Rico.
Oh, I see what Bob's doing here. Okay. No, the main event's at 7 o'clock our time.
So which is 10 o'clock. Which is 10 o'clock their time.
Yeah,
so in Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
so he's going head to head with them, man. When is the Zuffa card though?
I have it right here. I just pulled it up. One sec. Zuffa is, I believe it's on the 31st. Also, let me tell you right now.
The 31st is a Sunday, right?
Saturday.
It's a Saturday.
Zuffa's card's on Sunday.
That's what I'm saying. So Zuffa's cards on Sunday, so they're not even competing against each other.
No, Top Rank's competing.
They're both on Sunday.
What's that?
Sorry, Top Rank's cards on Sunday too?
No, Saturday.
Oh, so Top Rank's cards on Saturday, Zuffa, so they're not competing against each other.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying Top Rank's going against the Shakur fight at the same time.
Oh, well.
So I'm saying I don't know why Bob's doing that.
You know what, dude? At that point,
fighters are fighting on that card.
At that point, you're a regional promotion now.
Well, this one's in Puerto Rico though.
It's in Puerto Rico, but you're a regional promotion.
Yeah, so it's
You're
like
literally,
I get it. Maybe they're thinking it's free. Top ranked card is free, but
hey,
still,
if
it's like
free is free, but how many people have Tubi?
it's on. What else? It's on something else too. It's on Tubi. It's on Roku, and it's on what is another one? It's on. Hold on here. It's on. I got it right here. Okay, it's on Roku, Tubi. Yeah, if you have Roku or TV, it's on most everybody has Roku. Roku. Oh, it's on there. It's on the live
Roku,
TV channels.
if you don't have a Samsung TV,
Mm-hmm.
then you have Roku. You see,
I
it all
believe.
comes out to like, okay, so for example, Samsung and Samsung TV are together, right? There's no Roku on Samsungs, none. If you buy an LG, if you buy anything else but a Samsung, then you get Roku.
I'm not sure on that.
No, it
On
is. It's true. It's I know that for a fact. Like even if you have the Roku app, you can't watch stuff off the Roku app. It actually connect. You have to be connected to your TV to watch it,
Yeah. Okay.
right?
But yeah, so it's pretty much available. Most people
Hey, look,
have
if you
something.
want it, it's out there. If you want to see it, it's available. That's no excuse whatsoever. Okay, so look, we got the Puerto Rico card on Saturday. We got the New York card on Saturday. We got Zuffa on Sunday. Woo. Thankfully, there's no football this weekend, man. Congratulations
No,
to the
well, they
Seahawks,
wouldn't.
by the way.
Yeah, they wouldn't go up against the Super Bowl. So yeah, they're smarter than that. But yeah, and UFC 325
And the
is on
UFC
Saturday.
325 is on Saturday night too, man, from
Yep.
Australia. Diego Lopez versus Alex Volkanovski, man.
Yep.
Another interesting card, back-to-back pay-per-views for the UFC. Interesting take. I don't know. But hey, I guess when they're rolling it out, they're rolling it out. So Dana's busy. Where's Dana going to be this weekend? He's going to be in Australia or is he going to be in Vegas?
He'll be in
What's the
Australia.
bet on that? What are the odds?
Oh, he's in Australia.
You think he's
For
in
sure.
Australia? I don't
Yeah,
know,
it's a
man. I
big
think
card. This is
he's
not
here.
a pay. No, he's going to be there for his pay-per-view to run the show. This Zuffa card is not that big. He didn't need to be there for the Zuffa card.
Might be interesting though. But could be interesting. I don't know. We'll see. Do you want? I wonder
No,
if
I
there's.
guarantee. I already know I already heard him. He's going to Australia. Yeah, there's
Yes,
nothing for him at Zuffa now.
interesting to see Nick Khan front and center at the Zuffa Boxing. Just right there the whole night. He was there.
The funny thing about Nick Khan is like he's a good businessman, but like he's good at getting television deals and stuff. But I don't think he knows a lick about boxing, and he doesn't know a lick about wrestling. He's a great businessman. He's a good deal maker. He can help you with streaming deals.
Dude,
but
he's an agent.
Yeah, I know. But since Vince McMahon hasn't been around, what has the guy done?
No. That's what I'm saying. He's basically a deal man. He's an agent.
Yeah.
He's like Ari and Mark Shapiro.
Yeah.
They know nothing about combat sports.
Yeah, just great business guys, though.
They're just good business guys and they're good TV guys when it comes to contracts and stuff like that, right?
Oh yeah, the genius of that stuff.
That's what they're good for. But it was why have Nick Khan sit out there like that though? That made no sense. It didn't though, because
maybe it's his own ego.
He's not a boxing guy. What's he doing?
Nick Khan's got a big, massive ego, right? In his mind, I bet you anything. If you were to ask him off the record, he's smarter than Vince McMahon and he's smarter than Dana White. This is the kind of ego this guy has.
No, you got to have this kind of ego to get to where he's gotten, though, right?
Yeah, no, he's done well for himself, absolutely.
Yeah, so I mean, from being an usher at WrestleMania 9 to being an agent for some of the biggest names in the sport to what he's doing now.
No, he's smart.
Right? I mean, this guy's generationally wealthy now because of his smartness.
Yeah, well, you can thank a lot of that to Vinnie Mac, but yeah, he's a smart guy, no doubts about it.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, brother man, I tell you what, it's that time of the day we talk about what's happening, if anything's happening in international boxing history and Canadian history. Do you got anything, brother?
I do, yeah, here we go.
Sure.
2002, Vernon Forrest upset Shane Mosley via UD to win the WBC welterweight title at MSG, making it one of the biggest surprises in the division that year. I'm going to do one more thing here in American boxing history. 1974, This Week in Boxing, Muhammad Ali defeated Joe Frazier by a controversial UD in their second fight, Ali Frazier 2, at MSG, avenging his 1971 loss against Joe Frazier, setting up their iconic fight, Thrilla Manila. Now we're going across the pond here to the one and only. Seems like he's always on in boxing history when he fought so much in Montreal. This Week in Boxing, actually January 30th, 2016. I remember watching this fight downstairs. Jean-Pascal faced Sergey Kovalev from Russia in a light heavyweight title rematch at the Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec.
Yeah.
Kovalev retained his WBA Super IBF, WBA, IBF, and WBO titles via an 8th round TKO in a high-profile clash that drew international attention. the king of boxing from Montreal and the Bell Center, John Pascal. He got knocked out, but he fought good.
I would love to get
A lot
John
of it.
Pascal on the show here someday if we can.
He said he'd come on about a year ago. He just never did. And talked to him a few times. A lot of people say it, and then they don't. Some people just don't like being interviewed, right? Something they don't want to come on your show. A lot of people
Fine.
don't like being interviewed. Some do.
That's
Some
fine.
don't.
But once people come onto the Samp Chance pod, they never want to leave.
That's good. Once you
We've
get
seen
them
that.
on, right?
We have seen that. We have had guests on our show. We're like, all right, that's a great. No, I can keep going. we
Yeah.
saw it recently, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
We saw that recently. So it's a testament to us, it's a testament to the guests, and it's a testament what we bring to the table. Guys, we're different from everyone else. We're different from all the UK guys. We're different from everyone else, right? We're unbiased. We tell it like it is, and we're not afraid because we can stand by what we say.
Exactly.
Well, and that's the problem with a lot of the people in the world today, man. They're free to talk what they want, but when it comes to backing it up and defending themselves, they all cry. They all go home and have behind their mother's apron.
We've had some controversial. We've had 3 or 4 different controversial people on here. We've had guys that have. I hate to even bring it up.
We've had guys who've done horrible things. We've had guys and girls. Hell, man, we've even had people who've done political fraud.
You
know what I mean?
Somebody's killed somebody before,
right? So, anyways. Look, at the end of the day, if you guys really want to get exposed,
but that's what good. I don't know if you want to call ourselves journalists, you want to call us media guys, interviews, whatever you want to call us. That's what good interviewers, people do. They ask good questions. They have guests on, and you put your bias to leave your bias at the door, and you get on with the show, right?
Well, no, 100%. And a lot of times, a lot of these guys have already been interviewed, and what we try to do here is try to bring the interview. A lot of times it's the same kind of question, but done in a different way, which makes them think about it differently.
We throw some questions they never had before, but sometimes you just have to.
They do. But like I said, even in the cases where we're asking questions that have been asked, I find that we ask them in a way where they haven't been asked before, which makes them think of it from a different perspective. Right. So that's what we do at
Even Vince Russo said, man, on the Coach and Bros show, he said about our podcast, he's got great questions, bro. Great questions. Those are his words, not mine. So
no, it's great. Right? It's a testament to you and I. So a little, if you're ready, a little Barry Horowitz. There we go, right there, brothers. All right, guys and gals, that's it. That's a wrap for us. It's Thursday. So you know what? Take the next day and a half, recharge your batteries, go for a run, get some fresh air, because the weekend is going to be busy if you're a combat sports lover. And wow, have they? Like I said, they stacked it up. We're in Puerto Rico. We got the ring on Sunday. We got the ring on Saturday. We got UFC on Saturday. All of these are going head to head too.
Well, what time's Rumble? Rumble's on early though, isn't it?
Well, hey, you know what? Royal Rumble, God bless it. It's out at 11 in the morning.
There you go. It's out of the way.
So that's kind of out of the way. You don't really have to worry about it, but it's going to go until 2-3, which goes right into the prelims of all the other fights. So, I mean, from 11, if you wanted to, from 11 a.m. till about 9:30, 10 o'clock Pacific, you could be about 10 to 12 hours of combat sports end to end.
Oh, yeah.
So, the weather outside is crappy, and if you got nothing to do and you're in your wife's good books or girlfriend's good books or whatever books you have to be in, here's an opportunity to curl up with the blanket and get it all in, man. So that all being said, I'm Bobby Sampson. He's Mr. Chance Michaels.
In the words of the great ACDC, those that download, like, and subscribe to the podcast, we salute you.
We do salute you, ladies and gentlemen. Please stop working. Stop listening to people who are telling you to not work hard. Keep working hard. Keep going for your dreams. Keep going for all the things that you want in your life. Only you can achieve your goals. And if you don't believe that, then you need to think deep and hard about who you are and what you are. Samp and Chance are out.